you own Hummel figurines and ever wondered about how much they might be worth? Or did you ever think about collecting Hummels? Well, then this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Doug, and this is Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas. And today we're cooking up a Hummel figurine collection. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of Hummel figurines and how it got established, and also about your Hummel that you might have at home and how much it might be worth. So hopefully you'll stay tuned and watch this episode of Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas, Hummel Figurines. Hummel figurines are porcelain figurines based on the drawings of Sister Maria Inocencia Hummel. Her sketches of children got the attention of an art publisher who popularized her art on postcards. They became popular throughout Germany, catching the eye of Franz Gerbil, who was a porcelain maker and head of the West Gerbil Porcelain Fabrik. He acquired the rights in 1935 to turn Hummel drawings into figurines, and the rest is history. Sister Maria Inocencia Hummel was born in 1909 and died of tuberculosis when she was only 37. Growing up in Massing, Bavaria, Germany, she was known in her village as a cheerful girl, an artist, and by the name of Beata Hummel. She studied art at the prestigious Academy of Applied Arts in Munich, where her talent developed. In 1931, after graduating with top honors, she chose to follow a religious calling and was admitted in 1931 as a postulant. On August of that same year, she was admitted as a novice and received the religious habit of the congregation, plus the religious name of Sister Maria Inocencia Hummel. After the end of World War II, the popularity of Hummel figurines grew. American soldiers stationed in West Germany began sending figurines home as gifts. These porcelain figurines became a popular collector's item. Then more people began to travel to Europe after World War II, and the popularity increased even more due to these little figurines being bought as souvenirs. Well, welcome back. So we're going to talk about how we're going to be able to identify an authentic Hummel and one that is a knockoff. And I have 5 Hummels here, and 2 of the Hummels on this table are knockoffs. And we're going to be looking at these and pointing out the differences between them. This is a really good book, the official M.I. Hummel Price Guide, Figurines and Plates. It has 2,000 plus full color photos by Heidi Ann von Recklinghausen. It looks like this. I'll post a picture for you so you can see it. And this is a really good book because it really identifies or teaches you how to identify an authentic Hummel. And this also has the pricing. Now, this book is probably a few years old. It's going on 10 years old now, so prices change. But it kind of gives you an idea approximately. Now, Hummels, if they've gone up in value, it really depends on the Hummel, and it depends on the demand of that specific Hummel, and if it's sought out, and really if it's a popular one. So I have about 46 real authentic Hummels. Some that I purchased myself, and then some that I got from my mom and dad when they passed away. I inherited their Hummels, and some of those Hummels are worth money because they're a lot older. And usually if you think about Hummels that were made probably after World War II, they're still going to be, depending on the demand of that Hummel, they'll still be worth some money. Hummels that were made before 1945 are even worth more money. So let's go through some of these Hummels that I have here. I'm going to start off with this really big one. So this is an authentic Hummel, and it's beautiful. It's this little boy on a sled, and he has a little Christmas tree in the back, and it looks like a bottle of wine. I don't know if it's wine or some type of bottle, but he has a lantern here. And you always know if it's an authentic Hummel if it has the M.I. Hummel engraved on the Hummel. Below, underneath, you're going to see a stamp, and the stamp is going to have a number, and that number identifies that Hummel and also gives you an idea in this price guide how much it would be worth. Another thing that you will find is the Gerbil Mark. It should say Gerbil, West Germany, and this one was actually made in 1971. It actually has the year on it. This one here, according to this price guide, this one's worth around $300, this one. This next one here is an authentic Hummel. This is the little schoolgirl. She's probably worth, well, this one was made in 1996, and this one was to celebrate Gerbil's 125th anniversary, and it actually has a stamp on the back, 125, on her little school bag. And this one also has the mark Gerbil, and it says actually it says Germany there, and then it says it has the stamp. So this one, I'm not sure exactly how much. According to this price guide, it does mention in 1996 that they made these type of Hummels, but it doesn't say how much it would be worth now. I don't know if there's a difference since it has that 125 year mark on the bag or not. It might be now, I don't know. This is another authentic Hummel. Once again, you can tell it's authentic because it has the engraving of the M.I. Hummel, and on the bottom it has also the little B symbol. Hummel in German stands for B, so you might see that little B mark, that little stamp, and it also has the number there. This one I think is beautiful. I forgot the name of him, but I just love that Hummel. Now these are the two knockoffs, and I actually purchased these online. It does say Gerbil, but it says made in China. Actually, this one's made in Thailand. Tugging at your heartstrings. It's a really cute knockoff. You might think it's a real Hummel. It does not have the stamp. It just says Bertha Hummel. It's stamped there, but that's not the real one. You will see the engraving M.I. Hummel. But I bought it anyway because I thought it was cute. Another thing too is that real Hummels will have a slight, more of a shine to them. This one you can tell it's very dull. This is another one that I thought was so cute. However, it is a knockoff. It was made in China. This says O Tannenbaum. And again, it just says Bertha Hummel. These are not real authentic Hummels, but they're close and they're cute. I mean, it really depends on if you want the authentic stuff, the real stuff, or just something cute. But these Hummels, I think, are really beautiful. And like I said, this book right here shows you exactly the picture. I'll hold it up. The picture, and then it has the number, and then the price. And it also has a really nice little history about Sister Maria Inocencia Hummel. It has a little bit about her life in here too, and has some information about being a collector. So if you are interested in collecting Hummels, or if you have a Hummel, you might be interested in how much your Hummel is worth. Some are worth, it could be thousands of dollars. Some are only around close to $100. As you can see, this big one here, I thought this one would be worth a lot more money, but you know, $300, that's still a nice amount of money for a little figurine. So anyway, if you have any Hummels at home that you might have inherited or received from a parent then or grandparent, you might be interested in checking it out and how much it might be worth. There are two Hummel Museums in the world that house these beautiful porcelain figurines. It's Das Bertha Hummel. It's a museum in the Hummel House. It opened in 1994. It was the Hummel family's home in Massing, Germany. There's another Hummel museum in the United States. It's the Donald E. Stevens Museum of Hummels in Rosemont, Illinois. And he was a collector too, and in 1984 he gave the town, he actually donated his collection to the town for a museum, and they actually opened up the Donald E. Stevens Museum of Hummels in 2011, and it's open now. If you're in Illinois, you might know of this museum. And or if you visit Rosemont, Illinois, you might want to go check it out. There's over 8,000 Hummels there. In the 1970s, the price of Hummel figurines really skyrocketed, but it kind of like actually went a little stagnant, probably in the 80s and 90s. But some, like I said, range for over $100 for a simple figurine to well over $1,000 for something larger. And they're all different sizes. There's some really huge Hummels, and then there's these little tiny ones. But I just love them. It's something that I collect. It reminds me, I should say, of my parents, because growing up, I've always seen them in the china closet, and now that my parents passed away, it kind of, I think of them. So when I look at those Hummel figurines, I always think of my mom and dad, and I display them proudly in these two curio cabinets. So they house my Hummel figurine collection. So 46 is a pretty good number, but I'm not sure if I'll be purchasing any more, but I think I'm really happy with what I have. So if you hopefully you found this video interesting, and if you have any Hummels, then hopefully you'll check out this book, and it'll give you some great information. And if you know of any other books, you might want to leave a comment down below and let me know, because this is the only one that I know of that's pretty good that I purchased. But I love Hummels, and hopefully if you're interested in collecting Hummels, you might check it out. Where can you purchase them? Well, you can purchase them on Amazon, eBay. They're all over the place. And I know that some department stores once sold them too. Thank you so much for joining us on Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas today. Hopefully you got a little insight into the world of Hummels, my world of Hummels, and enjoyed the video today. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and like this video and leave a message below. Thank you so much, and until next time, happy cooking. Bye-bye.